She announced, "I'm keeping the engagement ring even if we break up. I earned it." I said, "That's only fair." She bragged about it to her friends until the jeweler confirmed it was cubic zirconia. The real $12,000 diamond was already in my locker. Her apology text was 6 paragraphs long. Original post: I, 29 male, was planning to propose to Jessica, 27, after 4 years together. Had saved up for months, working overtime at my IT job, skipping lunches, the whole deal. Finally bought this beautiful 1.5 carat diamond ring from a local jeweler. $12,000, my entire savings plus a small loan from my brother. 2 weeks before I planned to propose, we're at dinner with her friends. Wine flowing, everyone's talking about relationships. Her friend Brittany mentions how her ex demanded the ring back after their breakup. Jessica laughs. "That's why you establish ownership early." When Nathan proposes, she looks at me. "I'm making it clear the ring is mine no matter what. I've earned it after 4 years." Everyone goes quiet. Brittany tries to change the subject, but Jessica doubles down. "What? It's true. 4 years of my 20s, dealing with his gaming addiction, his weird family, his snoring. That ring is compensation, minimum. Compensation. For dating me." Her friend Ashley nervously laughs. "Jess, that's kinda harsh. It's realistic. Men need to understand that our time has value. If we break up, I keep the ring. Period. Non-negotiable." I just smiled. "That's only fair." She looked surprised but pleased. Probably thought I was properly trained. That night I couldn't sleep. Kept replaying compensation and earned it in my head. This woman I was about to propose to saw our relationship as a transaction. The ring wasn't a symbol of love, it was her payout. Next morning I made 2 stops. First, back to the jeweler. Explained my situation. The owner, Rick, this older gentleman who'd helped me pick the original ring, just shook his head. "Son, I've been in this business 30 years, seen this before. You sure about this?" "Dead sure. I got something perfect." He showed me a cubic zirconia ring, identical setting to the one I'd bought. Unless you had equipment or serious expertise, you'd never know. $800. "What about the real one?" "Return it, full refund within 30 days with receipt." "Actually, can I swap just the stone? Keep the setting?" Rick raised an eyebrow, then grinned. "Now you're thinking. Sure can. $300 for the CZ stone swap. You keep the diamond separate." Second stop, my gym. Rented a locker with a proper lock. That's where the real diamond went, still in its original jeweler's box with the certification papers. Proposed 2 weeks later at her favorite restaurant. Made it this whole production. Photographer, her family there, the works. When I opened the box with that CZ ring, she literally screamed. Grabbed it before I could even finish asking. "Yes! Oh my God, yes!" Immediately took photos, posted on Instagram within minutes. "He finally did it, look at this rock." Her mom pulled me aside. "That must have cost a fortune, Nathan." "It's an investment in our future," I said. Technically true. Update 1. 3 months later, wedding planning turned Jessica into someone I didn't recognize. Or maybe I was finally recognizing who she'd always been. Every vendor meeting she'd flash that ring. "See this? My fiancé knows how to treat a woman. This is why we're not skimping on the wedding." She wanted a $60,000 wedding. $60,000. I showed her my budget, $15,000 max, which was already stretching it. "That's what credit cards are for," she said. "We're not starting marriage in debt." Then maybe you should have thought about that before buying such an expensive ring. Now everyone expects a wedding to match. The entitlement was getting worse. She'd introduced a husband training program. Actual scheduled sessions where she'd prepare me for marriage. Topics included why my career comes first now. She worked part-time at a boutique. Managing your gaming time. I played maybe 3 hours a week. Appropriate gift-giving schedules. Minimum $500 for birthdays, $1,000 for anniversaries. Why we're moving closer to my parents. 45 minutes from my job. But the ring thing? She was obsessed. Every girls' night she'd make everyone examine it. Posted weekly ring appreciation pics on social media. Joined Facebook groups for brides with significant rings where entry required proof your ring was over $10,000. Her friend Brittany texted me privately. "Is Jess okay? She made us calculate our boyfriends' ring budgets based on their salaries last night." It was weird. Then came the insurance incident. Jessica decided to get the ring insured, took it to a different jeweler for appraisal without telling me. I was at work when she called, crying, hysterical. They're saying it's fake. My heart was pounding, but I kept calm. What? That's impossible. This jeweler says it's cubic zirconia. He's lying, right? He has to be lying. Babe, calm down. There must be a mistake. I need you to come here right now with the receipt. I'm in a meeting. Let me call Rick, the original jeweler. He'll sort this out. Called Rick. Gave him a heads up. He was a legend. Met Jessica at Rick's shop an hour later. She practically threw the ring at him. This other jeweler says this is fake. Tell him he's wrong. Rick examined it carefully with his loupe. Long, dramatic pause. Ma'am, I'm afraid this is indeed cubic zirconia. Her face went white. But Nathan bought this here. Rick looked at me, then at her. I remember Mr. Nathan. He did purchase a ring here. Are you certain this is the same ring? Of course it is. Perhaps we should check our records, Rick said slowly. He pulled out a receipt book. Ah, yes, here we are. Mr. Nathan purchased a cubic zirconia ring. $800. Says so right here. I put on my best shocked face. What? No, that can't be right. Jessica turned to me, tears streaming. You gave me a fake ring? I don't understand. I saved for months. She stormed out. I apologized to Rick, who just winked. That night was nuclear. She screamed, threw things, called me a fraud, a liar, a cheapskate. 4 years, and you give me costume jewelry? Jess, there has to be an explanation. The explanation is you're a pathetic loser who thinks I'm worth $800. She packed a bag, went to her parents, posted on Facebook that she was taking time to reconsider everything after a shocking betrayal. The comments were brutal, her friends and family destroying me. My phone blew up with messages calling me trash. Then Brittany posted a screenshot in the comments. It was from Jessica's Instagram 3 months ago. Her post about establishing ownership and the ring being compensation for 4 years. The caption Brittany added, "Maybe this is why?" The tide turned instantly. People started defending me. Some pointed out that demanding an expensive ring as compensation was basically prostitution with extra steps. Jessica called me screaming about Brittany's betrayal and how I'd turned her friends against her. 2 days later, she came back. Different approach entirely. I overreacted, she said quietly. The ring doesn't matter. I love you. Really? Yes. We can get married with pipe cleaner rings for all I care. I just want to be your wife. That's beautiful, Jess. I love you too. So, she smiled sweetly. When are we getting the real ring? There it was. What real ring? Nathan, stop playing. I know you have the real one hidden somewhere. This was a test, right? To see if I loved you for you? There's no other ring, Jess. Her sweet facade cracked. Don't lie to me. Nobody saves for months for an $800 ring. I did. Bullsh. She caught herself, smiled again. Okay, if you say so, but maybe we could upgrade, since we're saving so much on the wedding now? Upgrade with what money? You could take out a loan. My dad knows a guy. No. The mask dropped completely. Then I want to see your bank statements. Prove you don't have the money. Absolutely not. Partners don't have secrets. Partners don't demand compensation for dating. She stood up so fast she knocked over her coffee. I'm done with this humiliation. Either you get me a proper ring or what? Or we're over. Okay, she blinked. Okay, we're over. You can keep the CZ ring though, as compensation for 4 years. Update 2, the escalation. Jessica didn't take the breakup well. First, she tried to return the CZ ring to Rick's store, publicly, with her mom and sister as witnesses, filming the whole thing for evidence. I demand a refund for this fake ring. Rick, absolute legend, pulled out his records. Ma'am, you're not the purchaser. Only Mr. Nathan can return it. It's my ring. He gave it to me. Then it's a gift. We don't refund gifts. This is fraud. No ma'am, fraud would be if we sold a CZ as a diamond. We sold a CZ as a CZ. Would you like to see the receipt again? She posted the video anyway, editing out Rick's responses. Made me look like I'd scammed her. But people who knew Rick commented with the truth. Her credibility took another hit. Then came the small claims court summons. She was suing me for $12,000 for promised ring value, $8,000 for emotional distress, $5,000 for wedding preparation costs, $25,000 total. For a relationship she said was transactional. I hired a lawyer. Showed him everything. Screenshots of her compensation posts, her husband training documents, text messages where she called the ring her minimum payout for 4 years. He laughed. She gave you the case on a silver platter. But Jessica got dirty. She started showing up at my work, telling anyone who'd listen that I'd financially abused her. Security had to escort her out twice. She called my mom crying, saying I'd destroyed her ability to trust, and she just wanted closure. Mom, who'd never liked her, told her to pound sand. Then the fake pregnancy. Got a text with an ultrasound photo. Guess you'll have to marry me now. I immediately called my brother. He's a radiologist. He took one look at the image. This is from Google. See the watermark she forgot to crop? Sent her a screenshot of the reverse image search results. Her response: that was a test. You failed. A real man would have stepped up. But here's where she really messed up. She started stalking my dating apps. I wasn't even using them yet, just had old profiles I'd never deleted. She created fake accounts with model photos, matched with me, tried to catfish me into saying something incriminating, except she forgot that IT is literally my job. I traced the fake profiles back to her IP address in like 5 minutes, screenshot everything, sent it all to my lawyer. Court day arrived. Jessica showed up in a white dress. I kid you not. Full wedding dress. Her mom and sister flanking her like bridesmaids. Judge took one look and I saw her suppress an eye roll. Jessica's lawyer argued I'd deliberately deceived her with the ring, causing emotional and financial damage. My lawyer presented her social media posts about the ring being compensation, text messages where she outlined the ring as a transaction, the husband training documents showing she viewed marriage as her owning me, evidence of stalking and harassment, the fake pregnancy attempt, the catfishing scheme. The judge's expression went from annoyed to amazed to angry. Miss Jessica, did you create these fake profiles? I was investigating. Yes or no? Yes. Did you claim to be pregnant when you weren't? I was testing. Yes or no? No, I wasn't pregnant. The judge looked at her lawyer. Counselor, are you aware your client filed this suit after publicly stating the ring was compensation for, quote, dealing with him for 4 years? Her lawyer looked like he wanted to disappear. The ruling was swift. Case dismissed with prejudice. Jessica ordered to pay my legal fees, $3,500. Restraining order granted for harassment and stalking. Formal warning about false pregnancy claims. As we left, Jessica's mom confronted me in the parking lot. How can you humiliate her like this? She loved you. She loved what she thought I could buy her. She deserved better. You're right, she deserved someone who'd actually fall for her manipulation. Her sister jumped in. You're gonna die alone. Rather die alone than live with someone who sees me as an ATM. Jessica herself said nothing, just stared at me with this weird expression. Not anger anymore. Something else. Later found out why. Final update. The truth comes out. Remember that gym locker? Yeah, about that. Week after court, my brother called. Dude, check Jessica's Instagram, now. She'd posted a story. When God closes a door, he opens a window. With a photo of her wearing a diamond ring. A different one. Huge. Like 3 carats huge. Caption, upgraded to a man who knows my worth. The comments were hilarious. Girl, that's a Moissanite. Amazon special? That clarity though. Cloudy with a chance of cubic. But one comment stood out. From Rick the jeweler. Congratulations on the upgrade. Interesting that it looks exactly like the Moissanite display model that went missing from our shop last week. Already filed the police report. Post deleted within minutes. But the internet never forgets. Screenshots everywhere. Then Jessica made her final mistake. She texted me from a new number. I know you have the real diamond. I hired a PI. He saw you at the gym that day. Give me my ring or I'm going to the police. I forwarded it straight to my lawyer, who forwarded it to the police handling Rick's theft case. Turns out, Jessica had indeed hired some sketchy private investigator, her cousin with a camera. He'd followed me to the gym, seen me access the locker, and assumed I was hiding cash or valuables. They'd broken into the locker. But here's the thing. I'd moved the diamond weeks ago. To my safety deposit box at the bank. The locker only had my sweaty gym clothes and a note, nice try. But Jessica, desperate and assuming I'd stashed the real ring there, had grabbed the moissanite from Rick's shop as her proof that I'd been hiding expensive jewelry. She'd literally committed theft, trying to prove I'd stolen from her. The police arrested her 2 days later, at work, in front of all the boutique customers. Rick, absolute legend to the end, offered to drop charges if she returned the ring and paid for his legal fees. She had to take out a loan. Her 6-paragraph apology text came that night. Nathan, I realize now that I let greed cloud my judgment. You were right about everything. I turned our love into a transaction and pushed away the best thing in my life. The ring never mattered. Your love was the real diamond, and I was too blind to see it. I promise I've changed. I'm in therapy now. Please give us another chance. We can start fresh, no rings, no expectations, just us. I replied with one word, no. She responded 3 minutes later. I know where you keep the diamond. I'll go to the cops. So much for therapy and change. I didn't respond. Her mom called the next day. Nathan, honey, Jesse told me everything about the real ring. Just give it to her and this can all go away. What real ring? Don't play dumb. The diamond, we know you have it. I have a receipt for an $800 cubic zirconia ring. Would you like another copy? You're really gonna die on this hill? Yep. She could have been your wife. That's what I was afraid of. Plot twist ending. Last week I sold the diamond, used the money to take a solo vacation. Posted photos from beaches, looking happy and relaxed. Jessica created another fake profile to message me. Living your best life with my money? I screenshotted it, sent it to my lawyer. Restraining order violation. She got 30 days in jail, reduced to community service because first offense. Her community service? Working at a senior center jewelry making class. Teaching them how to spot the difference between real and fake diamonds. The instructor? Rick's wife, who makes sure to tell the story of this entitled girl who thought she deserved an expensive ring as compensation every single class. Karma really said, let me handle this personally. As for me, still single, still gaming 3 hours a week, still sleeping soundly in my apartment that doesn't smell like entitled expectations and cheap perfume. My brother asked if I regret not just giving her the real ring to avoid all this. Told him the truth. That $12,000 diamond taught me an $800 lesson. When someone tells you who they are, believe them. And when they demand compensation for loving you, give them exactly what they deserve. Nothing. Edit. To everyone asking, yes, the diamond money went to more than just vacation. Paid my brother back, put the rest in savings. And no, I'm not bitter about love, just smarter about who deserves it. Edit 2. Jessica's mom Facebook messaged me yesterday, said Jessica's in actual therapy now and wanted to know if I'd write a letter saying I forgive her for her therapist. I said sure. Wrote, I forgive Jessica for showing me who she really was. Her mom called me an asshole. I called it growth.